Okay, good morning. We have management fundamental. You are using the LMS, isn't that? Yeah, I have uploaded the materials. You found them. I have uploaded to the correct one. Yeah, I think I use 16D. Please check that. There's another one I could not quote that. That's 5. That is 16C or something. You might leave that to another thing. To have the common basis, I think it could have been done by me, like maintain the basis now. But this is also possible to show the diversity management. It is one main challenge to utilize for the continuous improvement of the business. Therefore, we always should respect the diversity. But that is one main challenge. Yeah. When we discuss course outline, you will see those requirements as challenges. You cannot deny opportunities to perform in your organization. Right, then first we will discuss the course outline, right? The attendance sheet. No? Yeah, our sheets are here, not with page numbers, right? Okay, then I use the both columns for your signature today. That's okay. Then I can't get the attendance there. That would be recorded, no? Right. Okay. Okay, then there are some other online participants also, as mentioned. This is a new experience, no? For this program. Right. But we have been doing these things in the university. Right, then we will share the materials. Yeah, from here only I uploaded the things to the LMS. You check that, no? Those are available in the same course page, right? Then we will first look at the course outline. This is going to be a plan, no? Plan of the course plan or course outline. Planning is one major function in management, no? Yeah, planning. Yeah, plan should be used to set goals, ne? And to achieve it. Right, then I customize. This is a common one actually, no? Only some digits should be updated, right? The other things are seen commonly, right? These are the basic course details. Yeah, we have to do 15 sessions, no? Of 3 hours to cover up this total lecture hours, 45. There are 3 credits, so 2.5 credits, right? You do earn that. But there are 2 components in the evaluation. First one is the semester end exam. But before that, we have to do continuous assessments. Then 40, 60 or 60, 40 weightage is given. 60 goes for the final semester end exam. Those would be conducted, I think, now on site, no, physically. Earlier we had online exams, but we can predict the environment, no? Depending on the situation, the office will decide the mode. environment is very uncertain, right? Then the other one is the continuous assessment, where for this course I have included 2 components. Even day by day we can have classroom quizzes. That is individual evaluation. After a session to check your understanding, I will ask one question from each of you. One question, but questions are different. But you can organize the question to show your learning point, right? To say, take in a few seconds or maximum 1 minute to show your learning point based on the particular topic. Right, we will do that, start that from today after doing this. Then other one is the team assignment report, right? Then we will discuss those as they are in the course outline, right? Then the first subheading is about why this course is in this program. That is to understand the rationale of the course, so mission of the course. Why it is that I already discussed at the beginning. No, we have to, as managers who are appointed as agents to run organizations, they have to face challenges, in doing that, or opportunities, right? Then to address these challenges and opportunities and to enhance the performance of the organization utilizing resources, including their people resources. That's why they should know management or principles, fundamentals of management, and to apply them, right, to stay competitive, in the business, right, or to run the organization successfully in the rapidly changing globalized business world, right? That's the key mission. The mission of this course, rationale of this course is what? To gain knowledge, the basic knowledge about management, process and practices, right? Excelling with that knowledge as current and future managers, you can address this one. Yeah. Okay, then based on that mission or rationale, the course aims, course objectives have also been derived. As I mentioned, first you should know how to understand and explain these theories, concepts in the management process, and to discuss different practices in each step of management process in planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. And to importantly know how to apply these principles as managers to make decisions effectively and to help improving performance of the organization where you work, right? Right. Then to achieve these course objectives, subject objectives, we have to use methods, teaching learning methods, right? There are multiple methods used, mainly the lecture method. Then the lecture should go as classroom discussions, with two-way communications with me and you. And there are other methods we use time to time as case studies. Even on each topic, we can do a case study using that ebook I uploaded. Then we can review research articles to understand some other important topics, timely topics. And we can watch videos, and all these can be considered as multiple learning teaching methods used to achieve these subject objectives, right? Then as I mentioned, now the evaluation comes in. There are two components, 60 goes for the final exam, 40 goes for the team assignment report and the individual classroom quizzes. 10 for quizzes, 30 for team assignment. If there are oral presentations taken depending on the time availability, then the 30 can be divided, as 15, 15 or 20, 10 or something. We will decide that. First, I try to prepare the team report and submit that, upload that to the LMS by the 12th week in the session plan. Right. Then this is the contents, course subject contents or session plan. Overall, we have to cover 15 sessions. Last one would be the course review feedback session. But today we will do this one, introduction to management. There are 3 hours, I think, Yeah. We can't do more than that, I think, within 3 hours. But we will do a case study, then we will do quiz, and I'll give some revision questions also based on the lesson. Right. Then On the next day, we have to do this one to understand the historical background of management, that is it as evolution of management thinking. Then we will study the business environment or managerial environment. Then there are three lessons for the planning. That is one major topic. First planning session is to understand the general planning process. Second one is to understand the strategic planning process. Next one, that is the session 6, is to understand the decision-making process, managerial decision-making process. Then we will move to the second function, organizing. Then leading. Leading covers many topics like leadership, motivation, communication, groups and teams, power and politics. Then we will come to the last function, controlling, right? Then we have to identify some new trends in management also, right? Then to cover most of these topics, I have given this team assignment, all teams to prepare a concept book in management, concept book. It's a write-up, flown document. Then you have to, gather information referring some textbooks in management and other materials in management and OB or business on these topics: planning, organizing, leading, work motivation, organizational communication, teamwork, controlling, environment of management, new trends, sustainability of business as well. Then all teams or each team should prepare a write-up of the concept book to cover all these 10 topics. Right. Then to present the contents for one concept, you can use about maximum 2 pages in your document. Then overall around 20 pages you can organize pages for the body part only, but there are some other miscellaneous pages also. Those are not considered for the page count, right? Only the body, the write-up on these 10 concepts can be considered. Stay around 20, it can be 22, 18, 19, and likewise, no hard and fast rule, but follow these guidelines. Stay around there. Then once teams started, there can be practical questions in engaging in this work. Then you can ask those questions from me time to time. But before asking questions from me, try to discuss them in your team with the help of the leader, team leader. Have you formed teams already? No, this is the first session. Then we have to do that. But still we don't know the actual class size. No, there are online members as well. Then you can do that alone with my guidelines. What's the basis? We are going to form teams. The entire class would be a group, group. It's the set. Then we have to identify subsets, teams for this assignment purpose. The same teams, if you have done that correctly, same teams can be continued for other assignments also. But you have to inform that to those lecturers, right? When I come to start my this class or class subsequently, then I have also done the same, asking if there are teams, then I ask them to continue. Then shall we then form 5-member teams here? That is a manageable size, 5-member teams. Yeah, to cover, represent the other members also, online members as well. I think they also can hear, They hear this, then please be alert to complete this. Try to find a particular leader, right, for members for your team, right. Then in the next week, on the next day, please inform me you have done this, right? Whether you have done this for properly. Try to manage 5-member teams. But from today, I think you can think of starting proceeding with this assignment. First, what you have to do? You have to gather information, facts first. Then you have to type them. Then the quality flow all should be, managed, right? Then there should be a lead actually. Have a leader for the team of this assignment. But for another assignment, change the leader, right? Everybody should get the chance to have the leadership. Leaders need not to do the things manually. The members can do. What leaders should do, they have to communicate things. They have to coordinate the things. No, they have to remind the things, deadlines and those things. Remind the guidelines and get the task done. When another assignment is given in this nature, team assignment, then give the leadership to another member. Right. Then everybody can learn how to lead, how to manage and lead situations or tasks. Even from this classroom. Yeah, come. Right. Then these are the teaching learning methods we are using. I have mentioned already that lesson to lesson, session to session, no, they have been drafted. These are some additional references. This is the core text from which most of the things I have borrowed, prepare my handouts. That is a draft, this edition. But I have uploaded to the LMS as an ebook, separate one, different one, Indian book. Thinking that it would help to understand these case studies and other materials, what we are discussing here as topics. Then I uploaded that. Okay, any other questions or clarifications about the way I discuss this course outline simply? Any other questions? No. You also should go through a leisure when you are free. This is the plan, no? Course plan. You have to use this as a tool time to time. We should respect this, not to deviate from this as much as possible. But depending on the situation, sometimes we have to deviate from the initial plans. From plan A, then we can find another plan B or something. Right. Okay, if no question, then I'll close this and move to the handout. An assignment document has been given separately, no? But outline was discussed, mentioned in the course outline. This is in details, no? Right. This should cover 30%, no? 30 marks overall, irrespective of the written evaluation or oral evaluation or both. Right. The task is given here, no? All teams have to prepare a concept book on the given 10 concepts. These are the 10 concepts. Then the final PDF copy or the hard copy should be submitted to the office or to the LMS without emailing me by the 12th classroom discussion day, 12th week. You have to combine both, principles and the real life examples on a concept given here appropriately. This is the structure guideline. If a report is evaluated in this manner, then anyhow, whatever the basis, in this manner, you have to prepare the report on these sections. Section 1 is normally the introduction, where the background of the subject, the purpose of the assignment, and the way you complete it, that should be presented in some paras. Maximum 1 page, about 1 page can be used for that. Then next one is the main part, main body, where the write-up on each concept should be presented, with definitions, principles, practical examples about the concept. For that purpose, as I mentioned, about 2 pages can be used, 2 pages for one concept. Right, then third one, last section is the conclusion and learning points of the assignment. For that purpose, you can use 1 to 2 pages, where a summary of the key learning points can be highlighted with the conclusion. No? Right. There are some other pages, miscellaneous pages as cover page, acknowledgement page, abstract, table of contents. There should be citations of other authors' work, then all should be disclosed in a reference list last. Right, likewise, those are the other pages. Without them, you can complete this one professionally. You have to complete, consider them as well accordingly. Right, if these are the evaluation criteria given, section one is how you completed section 1, then how section 2, how section 3, then last one is the overall evaluation, overall quality of the report, including meeting the deadline. But more marks should be given for the second section. Second section, yeah, all concepts should be written appropriately. Then 60 marks can be given there. 10 for the section 1, 20 for the last section, 10 for the overall evaluation. All evaluation should be done from 100 by 100. Later they should be proportionate accordingly. Deadline is this one as mentioned. Then if there is an oral presentation or oral presentations, then we have to divide the evaluation in a particular way. One would be 15-50, no? Right, that is better, to balance both equally. Right, then a team can use 10 minutes to complete the presentation if you are getting the presentation. For that purpose, to cover up the contents, you can prepare the 6 to 8 slides, PowerPoint slides, not more than that. Right, these are the evaluation criteria for the oral presentations, team oral presentation. Then we have to consider contents, contents as one evaluation criteria. For that, more marks should be given, about 40. Then others are oral presentation evaluation criteria, like to assess the communication skill, clarity of the work, team spirit displayed, and overall quality of the presentation, including time management. But here we can do two bases, individual basis for these criteria. For this, actually, the team evaluation should be done for the contents because all members have contributed to the preparation of the report and the slides. For this, we can use individual evaluation, even varying mark. But since this is a team job, for those also, I am going to have the team evaluation, team-based evaluation. Right. Those are two options are available, but we will do this one. In the exam and in quizzes, individual basis is used, right? Then better to use team evaluation for this team assignment. Right. Okay. Right. Then the more details can be done, as I mentioned, once you started. Without starting, the actual questions and your strength, weaknesses cannot be found. Yeah, these are only the basic guidelines. By doing the things actually, as you try to swim, climb, or drive, or ride, the practical questions, difficulties can be ignored, at that point. Right. If so, first try to settle down them within the team. First, you have to actually try to settle down yourself personally. Then try to settle down with your friends. Then, if further questions, clarifications, ask from us. Ask from us facilitators. We are not teaching actually here in the higher education level. We are only facilitating, guiding you, showing the avenues. That should happen even at the school level. That should happen. Then only the students can ask the why questions, not only to what questions, why and how questions. Right. In that way, we have to change the passion of the education. Develop our country. That's the main source. But knowledge is the power. Still, knowledge has the power. No one can debate on that. The economy also should be a knowledge economy, no? Knowledge-based economy. But unfortunately, our high authority people are not using that. They have understood the importance, but not doing that for some different due to some reasons, their personal reasons. Okay, any questions about the course outline and the assignment document we discussed in this manner? Any other questions or clarification? I think people on online are comfortable, no, to hear and understand. Any other questions from you as well? You can communicate with us. Any questions? How many of you are there?
I am here.
All right. Any issues, problems?
No.
No. We discuss what?
You prefer you speak from the seat. When you move, it's not clear.
Right. Then I should stay in the sheet.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, that's what I use, but to address them, I went there. Right. Okay. If it is the case, then it is more comfortable to me as well. Right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? No, you understood, no, the matters we discussed in the course outline and the assignment document and other things.
Yeah.
Okay. Them you also understood. You should understand better than them, no, because with the physical movement, right? But some students are more familiar with the online methods, no, right, than the physical mode. That depends on the person's personality. Right? We can't generalize the things. We can't generalize management, no. It should no, changeable. Should be changeable. Right. Then, if no questions, we will move to the handout, no? Right. The main part. Right. This is the home slide, first slide. We are strictly moving with the course outline, no? Our plan, course plan. This is the first topic, no? We mentioned there as well, introduction to management. Normally, no, in any course, no, its introduction should be done first, right? Okay, it is the same for this subject as well. Session 1 is going to be the introduction to management, right? Then earlier we noted the subject learning outcomes, objectives, no? But to session session also we have to set session learning outcomes, so topic learning outcomes. These are the so-called learning outcomes set for this introductory session, right? Or in other terms, these are the subheadings of this topic, right? Then at the end of this lesson, you all should be able to define management, know the process of management, right? To know why management is, and to know skills, types, and roles of managers and their interconnections. Finally, you also should know how to work as a manager in this 21st century, in this new business world, right? These are the learning outcomes of this session, right? One by one, we will try to deal with them. Right, this is a definition taken from the DAF's textbooks. Don't memorize, don't learn by heart whole sentence, but try to keep the keywords in your mind and their connections. Then appropriately you can come up with ideas, nicely. Right, then what are the keywords seen in this definition? They asked me not to go, no? Not to move. What are the keywords mentioned here? One is to manage definitely one entity. Entity should be there, that is organization or the firm or the company. Right, that is one word, no? Keyword. Then it is a process. We can consider management as a process of those 4 functions, planning, organizing, leading, and control. Then what managers process? They should process resources. What kind of resources? Mainly 4 resources are there. Physical resources, financial, human and information or knowledge. Right. Then how they should be managed? Efficiently, no? Efficiently. To use the maximum use of them. To have the maximum use of them. Use of the resources. That is called efficiency. That is one major element to be balanced by managers. The other one, why it should be done efficiently? To achieve the goals of the organization. That is called effectiveness. Then those are the keywords. Right. Then with that understanding, you have to come up with a definition, nice definition. Then how it can be done, how management can be defined. But draft has used these words. Then based on this, we will have our own definition also. So, like, right. Then here it says that management is the attainment of organizational goals. Effectiveness comes first in an effective and efficient manner through planning, organizing, leading, and controlling organizational resources. Right. This is correct. But we will improve the grammar and have a definition in a more comprehensive manner. Right. Then you can write down it if you like. Online people also can jot down this. Right. We are going to have a similar definition based on this as an exercise. Right, then I can call in this way, management is a process, no? Management is a process of planning. Then you have to put commas to separate planning. Then organizing, ing. Then comma, leading. Then comma. Then and controlling. Management is a process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Resources, you can put or you can ignore that even. Controlling resources of an organization, not sensation, of an organization efficiently. To achieve its ITS, its goals effectively, no? You can have a full stop. If you like, I prefer you to add these words as well. All these should be done in a changing environment, no? Right. If so, you can add those words as well without full stop. Continue. Effectively in a changing environment. In a changing environment. We have another topic as a business environment or organizational environment. No, right. Full stop. Now the full stop comes. Yeah, it is a big definition, no, to cover all aspects, including these, no, right. Can somebody read out the whole sentence? Can you read out loudly? Yeah?
Management, it is the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling sources of an organization efficiently to achieve its goals effectively in a changing environment.
You all agree with this? Any questions? Clarifications? That's what now organizations do, managers do. Therefore, this has a science-based approach, no systematic approach to define that. But some other scholars have recognized management as an art also. Art. Mary Parker Follett initially said so long ago, no, in 1930s. Yeah, she said that management is an art of getting things done through others. Right. If you like, you can mention that as well. No? In addition to the science basis, to be successful leaders, no, definitely they have to consider management as an art, not only as a science. Both the views should be there, no, always in a balanced way. Right, then you can write down that as well. Management is an art of getting things done, getting things done through others. For that purpose, the particular topics we discuss under leading should be reflected, no, by managers, like motivation. They should motivate and inspire people to get the task done willingly. Then they should communicate well. That's the number one skill set. Not only for managers, no, all of should excel or should be trying to develop over time. But no one is perfect in communication, no, right? Then teamwork, group and teamwork, no, is another one, another skill. Then power politics, no, managers should use power and they have to engage in politics. It is not bad if it is done properly, but here we are using that negatively, no, wrongly. Therefore, no problems in concepts. Concept problems are with the way they are treated, no, the way are used. We should not blame the concepts. We have to blame the users. Mostly we are wrongly understanding and using them. That's why all these problems are. Right. Then that's how we should define management in this manner. I gave a limited guideline only, but when you refer other textbooks or other articles, other internet sites, you will come across with different explanations. But if you look at them also carefully, the central aspects of defining, considering management is similar. Right. Then with the time frame, I like you to follow these definitions to deal with management at this level. Right. This is the first subject you to talk about. But this will help you to study other subjects also in the same semester and other semesters. Right. This is a general definition. Right, with that, then we will move to this diagram to understand the next learning point, the process of management. Right. But here only the 4 functions should not be considered. There are other things as well as well the definition, no? Managers should utilize resources, no, in this process in order to enhance performance, achieve goals. Yeah. Okay. In the definition, I mentioned only achieving goals, no, to achieve goals. But we have to think more than that. It is one part of performance. Then that management process should be used to enhance the performance of the organization. Therefore, you can, if you like, you can consider that as well. You can put an arrow where the achievement of goals mentioned in the definition. You can put a small arrow and say enhancing performance or to enhance performance. Because attaining goal is only one aspect of the performance, no? Right. If you like, you can say they are to enhance performance of the organization, or its performance, because the organization term has been mentioned before that, no? Right. Then I am guiding, then you can deal with it. Right. But here, there are many aspects have been given as the output for the performance. Right. One is attaining goal, then producing products, rendering services, enhancing efficiency, effectiveness, then quality of developing people would be another one. No? Then customer satisfaction would be another objective. Social responsibility would be another one. The massively other aims also can come here, right? But anyhow, managers are there to help improving performance of the business organization, right? Then actually in the next topic only we will discuss that. What kind of theory has been guided this one to understand this process? What management theory, organization theory helps us to understand this one? Have you followed some other courses like CIMA, Chartered, or any other diplomas and so on? If management is there, management related subjects were there, then you should know them. Or else you can use your common sense or brain intelligence. What kind of theory or organizational management theory helps keenly to understand this process, managerial process? Online participants? It is known, no? It has come from biology, natural science to management and business. Even our human body can be understood with that tree, function of a tree or any social system. Now word came out from it. Systems theory or open systems theory helps us to understand this one. No? As per the system theory, all organizations are operating in their external environment. No? External environment, they operate within the external environment. Right. Then from the external environment, they are getting resources as inputs. Right. Then these are the different versions of resources, no? Human, financial, physical information. Right. They are the inputs in this process. Right. Then these inputs are converted, no, to the outputs of performance through this management process. 4 management functions, which are interrelated, mutually related. Right. Right. Then again, the outputs are also moving back to the external environment. Right. External environment. Then this ensures organizations survival, no? Survival and grow up. Right. Therefore, the management system, right, understood as a diagram like this, should have been guided by that open systems theory. In the next lesson, we will discuss under the evolution of management theories. Right. Okay. Then this is backed by the systems theory, right? Open systems theory. Right. Then as I mentioned, all these inputs are taken from the external environment, no, as resources, no? Right. Then they are converted through planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, no? Then each function has been defined briefly, no? Briefly in these circles. Planning, what happens in planning? Managerial planning, managers try to set goals and to know how to achieve them, no? Ways of achieving them or strategies to achieve them. Then in organizing, what happens? Organizing helps managers to deploy resources, utilize resources, no, in tasks and responsibilities, no, to achieve the task and to know the responsibility of performing the task. Right. In leading, what basically happens? Managers try to use their influence, ne? Influence or power, influence. They try to motivate people, no, to get the task done. They try to direct people to get the task done. Right. Then last function comes in, no, controlling. It is to ensure, no, the organizational activities, people behavior are in the right track to achieve the goals. Otherwise, they have to rectify the things, come up with remedial actions. But there are 2 types of controls. One is mainly managers use reactive or feedback controls, they have to use feed forward or proactive controls as well, no? With the policies, guidelines, rules, regulations, procedures, even mission goals, do like the proactive controls. Right. Okay, that's the role of the management process, no? To help enhancing the performance of the organization, right? And to stay competitive in the business, right? Compared to other organizations, no? Right. Then, as I mentioned, these 4 functions behave interconnectedly. Sometimes controlling is there because of planning. Without planning, no controlling, no? Then to achieve the goals in the planning, organizing leading should be used, right? Then leaders cannot guide the things unless having a clear-cut organizational chart or structure, right? Or departmentalization or mechanisms for coordinations. Without them, they can't do the leading, right? Therefore, we can't say, no, this function is better than the other and vice versa. All should be considered, no, in a system, as a system, right? This is common to any organization, even small business managers, no, small grocery managers or owners, they should do these things without knowing these things. Then multinational managers should do these things. They are well known to this. Then government sector organization, non-governmental organization, NGOs, all should do this. Universities, schools, profit for businesses, all should engage in this management process. Because all organizations have goals, goals or objectives, targets to achieve. No? Whatever the industry they operate, whatever the size or scale they are in, whatever the ownership they have, all of them should try to achieve their stated goals. And they all should perform as individuals like us should do that. We also should perform. No? Then at the personal level also, I think we can use most of these management principles in our day-to-day life as well. They are not only for organizations, but personally also we can use these things, no, to experience our own development. Okay, that's how we should understand this process. Any other questions about the management process? Any other questions? Have you signed already? Good. Online members cannot do this, no? You have to sign for the other, in the other column also. As per the procedure of this office, sub-office, this program, even this goes like lectures, you have to consider this part as a lecture and a tutorial. Because I am doing some tutorial type things also simultaneously. You have to do. Then place the same signature right before this one on the in the second column also. On the second column also. Okay, any questions? No. You all understood? Not perfectly, but significantly. Then we define management and we describe the management process, no? So far. Okay, then if no doubts, we will move to the next one, learning point. It is too early to have a break, no? Right. Still, we will work and have one later. There's another diagram. This is to understand what? The importance of management, no? Or why management is, why managers should use no management knowledge and use that. Then in the definition, we said the two elements should be balanced, no? Enhance. What are those? One way, efficiency. On the other hand, effectiveness. Right. With that note, we can consider this part, no? To answer the question why management is right. Then what's the best position in this diagram where we see the proper management? This position, no? Where the focus on both the efficiency and effectiveness, right, is high, seen at the highest level. Both are high. That allows organization to grow up in the business, in the market, in the globalized market. That's the best place where we see proper management, no? Both are efficient and effective. Proper management is in here. The right opposite is the worst one, worst place where the managers focus on both efficiency and effectiveness is low. Those organizations will quickly vanish from the market, quickly die in the market. Right. But we know, no, even at our day-to-day experience, we see them, no. Some outlets or groceries are open, no. Overnight, they are no more because of they don't consider management at all. They don't try to achieve efficiency as well as effectiveness, no, at all. Therefore, those organizations will die quickly. Right. Then this place is also not allowed where efficiency is high, effectiveness is low. How we call what's the meaning to say efficiency is high? These businesses are utilizing resources wisely, no? They are doing things right. They are doing things right. What's wrong with them? They are not doing the right thing. They are not they are not doing the things meaningfully. They don't have aims, targets, goals. Rather blindly, they are doing the business. Right. Therefore, their efficiency is high, their effectiveness is low. Then those businesses compared to the businesses fell here slowly die. They are not dying quickly. They are dying step by step in the market. That is also bad. Therefore, these businesses should set goals, no, proper goals, achievable goals with smart characters. Right. If that could be corrected, then they can come to this level, survival level, and later they can move to the growth level. Right. Then this is somewhat allowed. At least businesses should be able to survive, no, in crisis situations. That is allowed, but they also should improve what? Not effectiveness. They are effective, but they have to improve the efficiency. They have to utilize resources more efficiently to get the maximum capacity of them, especially from the people resource. People resource should be used wisely. Then they can go to the growth level. But we can consider now your practical managers use these two terms combined. We are surviving and growing up. Right? At least both should be made simultaneously. Other two positions are not allowed. Right. Therefore, using this diagram in that manner, you can describe the importance of management for any business. Right. All these are based on the given definition, no? Initially, the noted definition. Right. That's the role of a definition of a subject. It will help always to study other topics as well. That's the root. Right. Any other questions about this point? Why management is? So today I think balancing the two as mere balancing is not enough. It should be done at the highest possible level by an organization compared to other organizations. Today I think competition level is that much high now. environment cannot be predicted easily. Therefore, always managers, definitely managers should balance both, but only balancing is not enough. We have to do that as much as possible. Continuous improvement. But practically, I think even managers, no, when they make speeches, when they write their articles, they say we managed to survive and grow. No? At least we managed to survive. It's allowed. But better to grow. Even there are local companies, no? Group companies, even they have outperformed during the COVID pandemic situation, this crisis period. About 8-10 billions, right, have been recorded as their annual profit. I'm not going to disclose the names on ethical grounds. Even this is a good point there. You don't know. You see the annual reports, you can see that. There are such outstanding companies. They have been recording, no, the results, no, consecutive as local businesses. No doubt at all, no, about the giants in the international market like Toyota, Microsoft. Right? They have been doing, but they have also faced some difficulties, no, in balancing these things, especially during the crisis period. But during the crisis period, some organizations in some sectors have been much benefited, no, than before, even before. Software companies, even Microsoft, Zoom, those have been much benefited. That's why I asked you to add those words in the particular given definition as in a changing environment. That is more viable to be, even in future. Okay, members, log in online. Have any questions about this point to consider the importance of management? No. All right. Okay.
I don't know how many others are online. I don't know.
You are the only one?
I don't know.
No, there can be. I can't see.
Unless
okay. If I am going to see, then this would
you
go
may
on.
know more. I don't know. I know only me. I am here.
Right. Okay. Right, then if no questions, we will move. I mean, you need not to worry about your tea, no? Cup of tea and all, you can manage. But here, now it is 10 o'clock. Should we have a break now? No. Shall we go up to 10:20 or 10:30? To have that? What is better? We started at 9, no? Not 8 or 8:30. We will work a little further, right? Yeah, time slot given for this is 9 to 12, no? Right. Some other classes have been working from 8 to 8:30. They have to do 4.5 hours, no, per day per session. Then this is extended, no, to from 10 to 15 sessions. Therefore, per day we have to do 3 hours. One way it is better. On the other hand, no, we have to drag the sessions. Okay. Then we have come to the next point to understand managerial skills. Managerial skills. These are the 3 managerial skills initially introduced by Robert Karts. Robert Karts. You know to spell Robert, but how to spell Karts? K-A-T-Z. Karts. Robert R-O-B-E-R-T. Robert. That's the first name of this scholar. The family name is Karts, I think. K capital A T Z. No R comes. K A T Z. Maybe I have used R mistakenly. Right. Karts. Then Robert Karts introduced these 3 major managerial skills. No, what are they? They are conceptual skills, human skills, and the technical skills. Therefore, all these skills should be held by all managers. But the importance of the significance of these three skills vary, over different levels of managers and different types of managers. Even as individuals, we need to equip with these three skills, appropriately. We all should have conceptual skill, human skills, and technical skills. Otherwise, we can't live. We can't run our life. No technical understanding. Then you should be able to briefly explain these three skills. Then we will come to the conceptual skills first, right? What's the meaning of conceptual skills? How it can be or they can be explained. So what are to explain things? You should know the similar. You should find the similar words, simple words for this complex word. Then what are the simple terms? Other keywords you can use as substitutes of conceptual skills or term conceptual. Strategy. Right. Then it is called strategy skills or long-term skills, strategy skills, conceptual skills, where or cognitive abilities or cognitive skills, where the organization, they are discussing all these things to an organization. Therefore, conceptual skills expected from managers can be said as it is a cognitive ability to see the organization holistically. What we discuss with the system state, general system state, they should know their organizations operate in the external environment, interactive with that. They have, have that holistic viewpoint. Right. That is one way of defining within this conceptual skills. Even we all should know. We should know we live in an environment. Right. As an individual, I live in this environment. I get the air and all other resources from the external environment. Right. Then I should do my processes. I should do perform to add value to the environment, the society. Right. Such an understanding can be considered as the conceptual having conceptual skills. That is one way. Right. Or your critical thinking abilities also come under that. Critical thinking, or rational thinking, critical thinking, cognitive thinking, psychological thinking, all can be considered as your conceptual skills. That is also required to a certain level, not to all of us. But addition to that, since we live in an environment or in a society or we work for an organization, all of us need to equip with human skills, people skills, or where we should try to create and maintain relationships with others, networking with others, affiliations with others. Right. Therefore, scholars say human skill is equally required for all managers. Because whatever the level, whatever the type, whatever the situation, they all should work for the people, work with the people top and below. Right. Then, in addition to these two, we need to have technical skills. How to explain technical skills? One way it can be considered as a skill set, right? Required to work in a particular functional area. Specifically, that's the expertise. Particular expertise we should have as in marketing, in production, in ICT, in HR, or in project management. Right. It is the expertise, specific skill or ability to perform a particular task or work in a particular area, functional area. Or to, we also can say that having technical skills, we are able to perform things with equipment, tools, and so on, machines and tools. In that way also, it can be elaborated. but mainly it is required to perform in a particular area or to do an operational task. Then one is you should know now how to deal with the computer systems, machines, how to use mobile phones, how to do an email, how to drive a vehicle, how to ride a bicycle. For that purpose, we need to have a technical skill. But while doing that, we should not violate human things. No? Then for that purpose, we need to know develop human skills. And while doing that, we should know we should be able to predict the environment. What could happen based on our experience and knowledge now. Practically, all the three skills should be well appropriate in the balance as an individual or as a manager or as an employee or as a businessman running on own business. Okay, that's the way I can help you to understand these three skills, managerial skills introduced by Robert Katz. Even today, no, these are widely used, considered. In future also, we can't forget about these. Right, any questions? Right, then we will continue. Then, having introduced these, we should know, as I mentioned, how they significantly, no, how they help managers in a varying manner. How the significance of them varies over different managerial levels and employees. But I can show a better diagram to understand this clearly. Okay, thank you very much. Then this communicates, no, we need to have the break now. Then coming back, I'll show another very user-friendly, reader-friendly diagram to understand the varying degree of these three skills using the ebook. It is very good book. That's why I downloaded and keep in that. Okay, then we will have a short break for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, enjoy your tea and the breakfast and come back. We will continue.
Mr. Kaluarachchi,
Yes.
How many people you have in the class physically?
Physically, about right now about 20, 22.
Because online I see 9.
9.
Yeah.
That is a good class size, I think. In average, that's the class size, no?
Yeah. Online I see 9 on the
even
Teams.
overall, that's the maximum class size to have in these classes because different intakes are going on. No? Not only one intake.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But when you go to other semesters, upper semesters, there is only one class, no? One class for those subjects. Because some subjects are exempted, no?
Yeah, but that depends on the individuals. Okay, also you can when the people come from after grade 12 or 13, that's different. When you when we do after different professional qualifications, then the things are different. Requirements are changed. You can apply the same principle.
But to have a group, 2 members are enough, no?
Yeah.
To have a group, 2 members are enough. but the class size should be a break even, no?
Yeah.
To have a program. Then
Yeah.
break even point is minimum 20, I think, no? As the norm.
For a class.
Minimum 20 members should be there in a class. It to be break even for the organization.
Okay, thank you. I let you have your tea. Thank you. So.
Okay. Then you also can enjoy, in your way. And within 10 to 15 minutes, please rejoin. There are some mics working on, you better mute them, no? Mute them. You all are working somewhere? Entrepreneurs doing the own business. That should be trending now. Not working for another. This knowledge, no, you should start up a business. But straight away you can do that, no? You should gain experience. For that purpose, you can work for somewhere. Unless your family background, no, does not support for that own business. Then only I think we can develop our economy. Hello, lot of noises come in. Can you mute your mics? Yeah, if you want to know.
confirmation check होता हम check के बाद किया जाने वाला है आइए क्या है डेटा सिस्टम तो वहाँ नहीं
Some are doing other professional programs as well. Only this. Chartered. But completing this, you can straight away go there, no? To the chartered final. But you have to do the case study in the strategic level. But whatever the avenue, you have to, have enough practical training. It is not exempted, no? Practical training can be accepted, no? It should be earned, no? Otherwise, you can't get the pass finalists and get the membership post. You can't get. Therefore, best thing is you have to find a place where the articles can be covered, no? What's the maximum years? 2 years or 3 years? 3 years. Should be aggregated, no? That is better. The audit or non-audit, both sectors are there. I of course did up to P1 those days. We had 5 stages: L1, L2, P1, P2, P3. Yeah, we started after coming here for the university, but before that, that went wrong actually to continue. But I completed the things, my first attempt up to P1. During time, no time to, apply, even apply for the P2. By the time, revision, restructuring, subject revision. Then we were affected badly, firstly, those who have completed P1 level. We have done at least, completed P2, then that's the group much benefit to get. Then motivation get down, then we did exams and all. But at the time, P1 is the most difficult thing. P1. Anyhow, we managed to complete that also, no? Within 2 years or 2 years, I think. About 2 years. Yeah, we started at 95. Then by 97, we happily completed P1 and waited for P2. By the time institution, that's normal. Anyhow, any program should be revised. That went on. We were badly affected. To pull down, little pull down, unfair. And those who completed P2 affected positive to go up. But I am not teaching those accounting related subjects also, then I thought of not continuing that. By the time, no subject options available. Those were there only for SEMA and other foreign professional exams, not for chartered, but we also expected that. Local Sri Lankan chartered as well. Now they have introduced. No? If one subject got failed, the entire stage should have been done those days. Registering, repaying exams, and those things. Reworking. But it was well accepted in Sri Lanka, no? Even worldwide, local Sri Lankan charter. Now the name got changed slightly, no? As CA Sri Lanka. To match with the foreign name. But now, as in some other developed countries, now more reputation is given for the degree. Now here, academic orientation is much seen. No, that should be done. That should happen actually, because all these theories models have been developed by scholars, no, researchers, academics, which should be used, no, in all programs all over the world in a particular area or subject. No.
No, the fact is, most
Yes,
countries,
yeah,
most countries need a degree before they come to the professional level.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's the entry requirement.
Yeah. Knowledge has the power, no?
But so, even for India, Pakistan,
Yeah.
for CA program, entry requirement is a degree. Only Sri Lanka, we don't have it.
Yeah. Now we are also moving into that trend. We have started for that. Especially, UGC has set the Sri Lankan National Quality Framework to place all programs to these 1 to 12 levels.
Yeah, even in US, Canada, all same.
Yeah. The top one is the PhD level, doctoral level. The stage
that is after the degree, yeah.
Yeah. stage 12 is there. Stage 1 is with O level, ordinary level now. Recently, results were released. About 5% had 9 days, no? Still, we are good in education. Knowledge-wise, we are very good, far more compared to other countries. But we have to improve skills, especially the attitudes, no? Right attitudes should be developed. Not to misuse the position. That should be much developed, no? In Sri Lanka. Otherwise, we can't develop. See the development. No?
Yeah, but it is not for the parliamentarians. So
Yeah, definitely. They should be role models.
it's
Recently,
not.
also I watched that. I hated the way they talk, no? Before even the school children and all who have been invited to the gallery.
So what can you do? They make the final decision.
Yeah. That should be rectified. That should be, change. Otherwise, we are only talking only, no? We no actual things would happen. No results would happen. The individualism should be, I think, much avoided now. We should move from individualism to the collectivism, as Japanese have been doing now, people in Japan. But even in South Asian countries, they are now reflecting that with positively, no? Bangladesh, Vietnam, Thailand, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore is the role model. With USA as well, Singapore. Yeah, actually, even they have learned from us. They have visited here long ago to see the things, no? Even Vietnamian foreign minister, even Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe said that, no? He has written that. By the time that minister met him to know how things should be moved, then they have already introduced them in their countries. Now they are far ahead of us in foreign reserves, GDP, economic growth, and so on.
And we are going and borrowing from them.
Yeah, definitely. I think we like to teach this to politicians. But only getting the knowledge is not enough, no? We have to, open our minds, right, to do a better thing for the society, no? For the
Put
nation.
it on action.
Yeah. Therefore, I think that should be started from the family, the nursery, as in Japan and all. The nursery should play a key role, right, to get ready people. Children's minds in this way, to understand them, to know them, the importance of teamwork and contribution, importance of contribute using their knowledge and what is called personality for the country's betterment. And respect people, respect the nature. All this should be, much learned, not at the university level or the what is called secondary education level, but at the primary level. Not even at the primary level, but at the nursery level, kindergarten level. Then we have to, invest little bit in that, in our nursery and kindergarten. No, we should train teachers also. Then we have to monitor their performance periodically. We should give a permanent salary, no, for those teachers, no. That's the crucial period in our personality. No? They should have permanent jobs. There should be a permanent salary. It is not a waste time. Then at least in coming generation, we will see, no, the expected things happening. They are still to come. Right. Then what I mentioned, this is also good. This diagram is also good to understand this one. But compared to this one, the one I proposed, even I can write down that on the whiteboard. That gives the meaning, no, easily compared to this one. This is a bar chart, no, bar chart. Below we see the three levels of managers as well as non-managers workers. Then in bars, we see the significance of the particular skill, no. We noted under the three major managerial skills: conceptual, human, technical. Then when we look at the diagram, the first set of bars, what you can say, top managers in an organization no need to have the highest conceptual skills, no, right, compared to the other skills. Two skills they need to hold, right. Then the supervisory first line managers and the non-managers, employees in an organization need to have more technical skills than the other two skills they should hold. Right. Then overall, the human skills are needed for all, whatever the level, no? Because we all are working with people, should work with people, no? Above and below us. Right. Then I'll show that diagram also. It is with the rectangular box. I will minimize this for a time being, then move to the ebook. I have uploaded this also. This is an Indian book, no? Now Indians are working very well. Even Indian economy has come to the third place in the world economy, no? Now it will perform well, better than in future. This is the one, I think. Yeah, cards, managerial skills and level of management. No? That's the part we see how the level of managers should be considered to understand the need of having these three skills. Then vertically, we have to identify the three levels of managers. Employees are excluded here. Non-managers are excluded here because this deals with managerial skills and managerial levels only. Right. Then top level managers, middle level managers, lower level managers can be identified hierarchically from top to bottom. Then here we have to identify the managerial skills, right? Then this is a rectangular. Simply the middle can be divided equally, equally. Then what is meant by that? Human skills. Human skills are required to all, irrespective of the levels, equally required. That's what I mentioned. But in the bar chart, I mentioned that cannot be captured easily, right? Even other two can be easily captured in this, in this. Then in the bar chart also, it was noted clearly. Top managers, top level managers of an organization need more conceptual skill. This is the area given, with the more density, right? Then second, middle level managers need conceptual skills. Lower level managers need least of that, right? Then when we move to the technical skills, it works in the other way, inverse way. Then top level managers need the lowest level of technical skills. This is the lowest area. Then second, middle level managers need technical skills in the second way, second significant level. It is mostly required to the lower level managers or supervisory managers. Therefore, I prefer you to use this diagram. You can quickly jot down this. You first have a big rectangular box, then have three lines horizontally, two lines, two lines to divide three three areas or three rows equally. Then indicate top level, middle level, lower level managers on left, on right, below, say managerial skills, or you can say significance, significance of managerial skills. Right, then carefully, first you have the two lines in middle, then automatically the others would happen. Both sides would happen. In middle, mention the three skills in this manner. Conceptual skills. It should be written to represent these three lines or two lines. Technical skills also should be mentioned to represent these three areas. So across these two lines. Then diagram should be named as, first we have to mention levels. Levels of managers and skills of managers or managerial skills. Within bracket you can mention as per cards, as per Robert cards. Even practically we see it is true. Practically also it is the case. This time I will replace that diagram with this one. But you now leave the both no, because of that. You need more things. Because we can learn things easily with the comparison. You have to compare good or bad, strong or poor, strong or weak. Then only we can learn things better. Therefore, we should know the problems. We should experience the problem. No? Then only our learning can happen. That is called problem-based learning. It is a new learning method. Developed countries, that is that problem-based or student-centered learning, not on the teacher-centered learning. We have to, use both. The teacher cannot be forgotten forever. But we have to give more power or empower students or the customers. As you are expected to empower your workers, no? Only big managerial positions. That is expected, and that's the norm. No? So they should be empowered. Those should be able to take decisions. It is happening even in Sri Lanka. No? Take when you go for shopping in a food city or something, the sales girls are there. They have been empowered to make not only the price related decisions, but about the quality related decisions, so product decisions, the delivery of the product. Then otherwise the customer should suffer, no? If they want to pass everything from the boss supervisor. It takes time. Therefore, everywhere in a needed manner, the worker should be empowered. Use their skills, different skills, use their decision making power. But always the manager should be there. Clear. Executive. That's the role of managers, role of management. Even there are security people, earlier they only did the watchdog role. Now they are, maintaining files, no? They are keeping records, they are using online like computers, unlike there are laptops with them to feed information, no? About the vehicles and people moving here and there. And to record the important events taken place. And to get the personal details, contact details of the participants, visitors. That is another way of empowering people, security personnel. Right. Therefore, things are happening now locally. Then not happening only developed countries, no? We have been doing. Even in the history, no, during the ancient periods, this management, planning, organizing, leading, controlling happened massively. But that's why I mean there are places as to watch, see and watch, as religious places, miscellaneous, and ruins. In any country, any civilization, these had effective management, efficient management, even then before, then now. Quality management was there in carvings, pottery. In Japan also, the kimono, those had high quality focus. Yeah, kimono manufactured on the traditional handloom. Even Toyota started from this. Yeah, Toyota Motor started from the handloom. Even Nokia started from the mill, paper mill. All businesses followed the family business form, initial small business form. Walmart started with a small as a small founder. Even what is called business college, started its initial classes or halls as a playhouse. Now it's no school. Actually, the international level now. Knowledge-wise, skill-wise as well. Right. That's how I mean evolution of management should be understood. Okay, then we will come back to the book later. I wanted to share this diagram also, you to understand more effectively. Yeah? The relationship between management levels and management skills. Right. Don't forget to underline this also, because this included non-managers. That diagram did not include that. Non-managers even. That says, this says even workers, any worker also should hold these three skills appropriately. You have a machine operator, no? Without the conceptual skill, there can be a lot of accidents, hazard situations. Even his whole life would be threatened. Therefore, they also need to have a certain level of conceptual skill to understand what would happen next. Right. Okay. But they need more technical skills, no? So start up the machine, set up the machine, right? Put oil, grease, and stop the machine to ensure the smooth running of that, and to get the outputs with minimal defects. Even senior managers also should know, no? Sometimes time to time they visit the plant. Then by observing, they should know what's wrong with the machine. Whether people are doing the things actually as expected. Therefore, to a certain level, they also need to have technical skills. They are generalists, but they should know little about marketing, finance, accounting, HR, projects, R&D, research. But they should not be the experts, as the particular division head is expected, as to be an expert in that. That's how I think the combination of having these skills should be understood. Even when you drive a vehicle, you need to have equipped with these three skills. While driving, you need more technical skills, to understand the road signals and to know how to move the vehicle, how to stop, how to slow the speed. Right. But by the time having conceptual skills, we try to sound the hole. But for what purpose? To prevent any accident, to warn the other. Now I am coming in the way. Those are the conceptual skills we need to have. Because conceptual skills guide us to use the other skills. Conceptual skills guide or want us to use our other skills. Because of that, we are reluctant to knock the people, no? Assuming that it would be a hazardous situation. I think that even not only that person, the surrounding people around that will assault us, hit us, if there's a even minor accident. Right. Therefore, our conceptual skill, brain skills should guide us, even to use other skills. Right. Okay, that's the role of the conceptual skills. Huh? We should be able to develop and use that as much as possible. Then we can reduce problems, no? Experiencing problems unexpectedly, right? Okay, then this have been shown before the diagram, but it comes now next, because we have already now used the term, no, levels of types of managers in this diagram, right? But that is to understand the connection between that and skills. But now we are going to identify the differences of managers. This should be corrected. These differences are, these three levels are identified with the, not with the horizontal differences, but with the vertical differences. Then please correct that. Cut horizontal and have vertical differences. Sometimes there are mistakes. Therefore, definitely every day you should come to the classes. You should attend the class physically or online. Right, vertical. Vertical means this way, full hierarchy, level wise. Then level wise, vertically only we will identify top level managers, middle level managers, first line managers. So there are similar names for them. Right. Therefore, the heading slide name should be corrected as types of managers, vertical differences. Online participants also got that, no? There's a small correction. This should be corrected as vertical differences. Yeah. Vertically only we will identify, these three major levels of managers: top managers, middle managers, first line managers. Some examples are given for them. What are the examples for top level managers? Managing director, it has not been mentioned. CEO, chief executive officer, vice president, or president, chairman, or chairperson, or directors can be there. Right. This should be understood with the particular organization, type of the organization. Generally, these are the positions. Normally, these are the positions given to indicate these three levels. Right. Then general manager, divisional head, departmental head, unit head are some examples for the middle level managers. No? Or tactical managers, tactical level or middle level are similar names. The top one is the senior level or the strategic level or top level. Right, then third we will see the first line managers or supervisory managers or lower level managers or operational level managers. Examples are, sometimes in some organization this functional head would be in the second place. But here this would be a hierarchical organization. Then sometimes this comes third level, departmental head, or no, functional head, team leader, supervisor. Yeah, that is doubtful, I think. To consider functional head is doubtful here. Therefore, take down, consider these examples. Team leader is okay. Group leader is also okay. Group leader, team leader, supervisor. In audit firms also there are supervisors, no? Managers are above in the middle level. Partners are at the top level. In the partners also there is a president partner like us. If it is a university, vice chancellor goes top, vice chancellor, then registrar, But they are coming with the non-academic or administrative staff. Then directors are there for institution, deans are there for faculties. They can hold the top level. Right. Then foreman is another one. Seen at the lower level. Foreman. Foreman. Supervisor. Team leader, group leader. These are strong examples for any organization. Okay. Therefore, these are the three levels of managers looking at the vertical differences, no? Hierarchical differences, level-wise differences. Right. Then we can consider horizontal. This is correct. Horizontal differences also no indicate functional managers or area. Yeah, these managers, no. Yeah. First one is the functional managers, where different functional areas can be headed by these managers. Therefore, we see most organizations there are production managers, marketing managers, finance managers, sales managers, even finance managers, advertising managers, human resource managers, chief accountants, ICT managers or IS managers. Then there's a research and development division, R&D managers, and so on. Right. They hold these functional managerial positions. Right. Then other names we can use here are line managers, staff managers, then general managers, heading all functional managers, and down the road, project managers. Even project, there can be different projects. That is also identified at this level, functional level, project managers. Then line and staff managers can be explained differently. Even these can be identified with among the functional managers or with the project managers. Right. Normally, project managers are holding what line or staff. Mostly they belong to the staff role. They have to look after only the particular project, even for the special purpose. Therefore, as other line managers, they are not supposed to give commands for people in the organization, but they can give commands for the people in their project. And even they can give advices for other line managers. Right. Therefore, mostly project managers are holding line staff managerial roles. Right. Line managers are the positions which are highly responsible to achieve the primary purpose of the business. Mostly production managers or manufacturing managers, marketing managers, they are holding line managerial position. Or chief executive officer, they can give direct commands. Even general managers can hold line managerial positions. Then staff manager positions, as I mentioned with the project managers, they are supposed to consult, give advices to other managers about auditing, tax matters, strategic planning, accounting, finance, right, or HR. But HR managers now, modern HR managers hold both the roles. Earlier they were considered as the staff managers, but now modern HR role has seen different. They hold both line staff roles simultaneously. Because that's the central department, not to give commands even on HR matters to all divisions throughout the organization, even for branches. That's the central department. The role of the HR department now got changed, from moving from line staff to line. Right. That's how this horizontal differences to understand type of management should be used. Okay, any other questions? These are well known, no? Well, very familiar to you, no? Right. Then if no questions about levels of managers, we will move to the other part to understand the manager's job. That is the use of role approach. To understand these 10 roles of managers. These were introduced by whom? Mintzberg, no? Henry Mintzberg. Henry Mintzberg. Henry, Henry Mintzberg. 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 Yeah, there's another Henry, no? That's the father of management, Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol. He introduced those planning, organizing, leading, controlling, and many other things, no, like universal 14 principles of management. In the next lesson, we will identify them as the scholarly contributions in classical era or neoclassical era. To avoid the duplication, no, I reduce them from here and we will discuss them. By the time I will relate, I will say this could have been touched upon here as well. Right, Henry Mintzberg only introduced these 10 managerial roles. These 10 can be identified with 3 subheadings. There are 3 main roles, main managerial roles. What are these 3 main managerial roles? First one is interpersonal roles. That is to illustrate the human skills, what we discussed about. Therefore, all managers should play these interpersonal roles in order to develop and maintain good relationships with significant others. Others they deal with. Right. Then, as per Mintzberg, there are 3 such interpersonal roles, right? Mentioned as figurehead role, leader role, and liaison role. Right. How to consider the figurehead role as an interpersonal role of managers? Here, the manager is the one representing the organization or the division to attend ceremonial events, right? Ceremonial events representing the formal authority of him or her, right? As an example, if any inaugural sessions, no, we know that the particular manager is invited, no, to be there as the chief guest. Even our university, vice chancellor is mostly invited to all the programs, formal programs initiated by the different faculties, departments, and so on. Even research conference and all are much invited, no, with him to make a not the keynote speak. It is a visitor. It is done by a visitor, but the special address is expected from the vice chancellor, no, as the top manager of the university to represent the event as the chief guest. Therefore, if your organization is organizing such events, then your chairman, no, chief executive officer, CEO is invited, no. Sometimes they, if any inaugural session like start of a building or something project, then a particular red tape can be cut, no, by him or her. It happens in government organizations. Ministers are going there, but that ends with that only, no. Nothing would happen after that. But anyhow, that is to understand the figurehead role, right? Expected from that manager, senior manager. Sometimes he is busy on that day, not to attend that. Another can be sent, no, representing him as a proxy, right? That can happen, right? Then leader role, no. In leader role, as I mentioned in the course outline, these skills should be shown, develop communication, team play, group and team. What is leading or directing? Those should be written. Yeah, that can be done by any manager, down the hierarchy with the subordinates. Right, then third one is somewhat strange. It is said as liaison role. What's the meaning of that? It is one major aspect of the interpersonal networking, building and maintaining relationships, networking in both inside and outside people. Right. Therefore, liaison should be look into both the parties, inside parties and outside parties. Then there is another similar one coming here that is called spokesperson. The sixth one or third one of the next set of roles. What is mentioned here? As the spokesperson, the manager is supposed to share information, transmit information about his or her unit, right, with the outsiders only. Outsiders only. Right. Therefore, spokesperson is supposed to be done with outsiders, but liaison role is supposed to be done with both insiders and outsiders. So that's how we should compare these similar two roles, but they are presented. First one is presented under interpersonal. This is presented under informational roles. Right. Sometimes students get confusion with these two. Right. Therefore, I think you should define this with the comprehension, with this understanding, proper understanding. Right. These three are okay. Now we have discussed this to match with that. Then other two informational roles are what? Monitor and the disseminator role. How informational roles can be explained? They allow managers to get information, transmit information, as key persons to retrieve and share information, or as nerve centers for their division or the organization. Right. Then as the monitor, what they do, what a manager should do, they should be able to analyze the environment, scan the environment, internal and external environment, and to get information, retrieve information, get information. For that purpose, they have to use facts, they have to use their oral communication, one-to-one discussion, they have to have contacts, or they have to play these roles, liaison roles, but mentioned above, to get information, to retrieve information, or to gather information. That gathering information is considered as the monitor. Then once the information was gathered, they should be shared, appropriately, to make decisions inside the organization, right. Especially this should be done, they should be shared with the subordinates of his or her division or the unit or the group. That is considered as the disseminator role, disseminator role. Right. Then in this role, as we mentioned, the manager is supposed to share information not within people within the organization or within the division, but with outside. Right. Right. Then there are four more roles to be played by a manager, but these last four roles are considered as decision roles or decisional roles or decision-making roles. Right. Where managers should have more choices. They should identify more choices to address a particular situation or a problem, and from these different choices, they should be able to select the best one and implement that. Right. But Ms. Burke has given some very informal and very specific roles to be held under that. That I explained that as per the explanation given by people like Fayol about decision making and all. These are very broad, very generic. But Ms. Burke, giving these 10 roles, allowed us to understand the typical nature of the managerial jobs which are very informal, very specific, right? Then under decision making, these are the very specific roles that managers should use. They have to be entrepreneurs, no? To a certain level, they should play entrepreneurial role. Even at the beginning in my informal talk chat, I said that most of you may be working, but some of you should hold entrepreneurial jobs as well, entrepreneurial qualities as well, right? That's the trend, right? But no matter, first work as managers. Even now, I think entrepreneurship concepts has expanded to new concepts like intrapreneurship, corporate entrepreneurship, where while working for an organization also you can develop and use your entrepreneurial qualities to improve the business of the same organization. Now we are in such an era. We have all giant companies like Toyota, Boeing, McDonald's, Pizza, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Honda. They have corporate entrepreneurship. Even some local businesses are doing that. They are using they are empowering their employees, no, to come up with new ideas. Therefore, need not to think of only having own business as entrepreneurs, but you can, while working as employee, right, you can do that. Right. Now, this traditional definition given for the entrepreneurship should be understood in that those new ways. That's entrepreneurship for corporate entrepreneurship. Therefore, we have to balance both, no? We have to use general management skills as well as entrepreneurial skills or innovative and creative skills together. Then only your organization can be very competitive in the market, like Apple did with the Steve Jobs founded the issue. But he is not one of Steve Apple is working on. Because he has the values he developed, they are working, shared by the current people in Apple. Right. Then next one is disturbance handler. No, all crisis situations, no, coming from the environment, unexpected like pandemic, economic crisis, financial crisis, then natural hazards with the global warming, all should be well managed with playing this role, disturbance and even labor strikes, employee labor strikes, trade unions should be handled actually. Right, there is another role. Then next one is resource allocator. It is discussed under organizing also, no? Organizing function as well. The manager should be able to share, allocate resources, no? Like limited resources, time, money, equipment, information, talents to different tasks and different projects to get the maximum results from them. The last one is the negotiator role, where managers should be able to negotiate their matters into their own expertise, no, functional area with other divisions, right? Then as examples, accountants, finance managers should be able to, that is a staff managerial role they should play. They're able to consult other managers about capital budgeting, right? Cash flow, investment, fixed asset use, profitability, those things, no? Right. Even marketing managers can keenly get those information in order to change their advertising programs, change prices, change quality with the help of manufacturing. So that's the negotiator role. Even as I mentioned now, HR managers have have been placed here in a strategic way. Even they can directly negotiate matters with the board of directors in the organization. They need not to go through that formal hierarchy. Right, that's how these 10 managerial roles headed with three subheadings, three roles by Winsworth should be understood. Right. Then this role approach is another approach we can use to know more about what managers do. Right. The other one is the classical approach, functional approach. mainly introduced by Henry Faraday, other Henry, to understand the formality of manager's job. Right, all these bring answers for the question what managers do. What managers do. They should engage in these roles, no? While they do plan, organizing, planning, organizing, leading, and control. Right, then in the handout we have come to the last point to know how to be a new manager or how to be a successful manager in the new business environment, business world in the 21st century. Yeah, two diagrams are used here to understand that. The diagram given in this slide 13 presents us to understand first to be a manager, to be a new manager, we should present our individual identity. We should appear as an individual performer to the organization. Right. Therefore, we have to start from that to show the individual identity. Now, you all have gathered here to address this one, no? To qualify with the particular qualification to apply for the managerial job or better managerial job than the job now you are doing. Right. That should be done. For that purpose, these points should be well taken, no? To show develop your individual identity, present your individual identity. First, you have to be a specialist and a person to perform a specific task, no, in a particular functional area. And you should be able to get things done through others with your own efforts, no, as we define management in another way, right? Therefore, here you should be an individual actor. I also mentioned that, no, if any problem faced by you, first you have to tackle that. You have to try to tackle that personally, right? Then you have to get the help of others. Right. Therefore, here, what is expected, you should be able to show you can work independently. That is always expected. Even in teamwork, no, it is expected, no? To a certain level, you should be able to show your independence. Right. Right. But over time, since the organizations are comprising different teams, different groups, different individuals, then you should be able to move from your personal identity to show the team-based identity or managerial identity. Therefore, not only you should develop your functional specific skills, but you should be able to acquire soft skills, other generic skills that help you to coordinate diverse tasks, coordinate diverse individuals, right? Therefore, that would help you to get things done through others, no? Others, not only from your own efforts, right? Then that would help you to build networks with others in and outside the organization. Therefore, here what is expected, while you are expected to work independently, here you are much expected to develop or work in an dependent manner, interdependent manner, not dependent, interdependent manner, right? Therefore, the things mentioned in this diagram should be first look at when you try to develop your competencies in the modern business world as a successful manager, right? Then the things mentioned in this slide also should be considered because now we are working in a new workplace. Therefore, you should be able to know how to manage the new workplace compared to the way you manage in the old workplace. But we can't forget these things already happened, but it's a matter of comparing the two appropriately and to try to deal with the particular situation. To compare these two columns, all workplace, managing old workplace and managing new workplace, as mentioned in these red colors, you have to consider these three pillars to see the differences. One is you have to see the differences with the forces, right? In old workplace and the forces in the new workplace. Then also you have to see the differences between of characteristics applicable to the old workplace and the new workplace. And accordingly, you should know what kind, how your management competencies should be developed in leadership, doing work, and relationship compared to the old and new workplace. Right. When we consider forces of the two, then you have to consider the differences in technology, differences in focus, differences in workforce, and differences in work phase, and differences of events applicable to the old and new workplace. When we consider these, what are the things applicable to the old workplace? The old workplace was much equipped with the mechanical technologies, and it had, the managers had the focus on domestic market as well as the local businesses. The workforce behavior appeared as more homogeneous, similar. The workspace was to enhance the efficiency and to have a step as achieve the stability. Right. The events were more predictable. Right. But now we see the different elements. No? The technology is more digital. Advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, big data applications are highly used. Then the focus of the market is not only local or domestic, but global. In the local market also, there are global products, brands, multinational products, brands. Even Panadol card is highly sold, available in all over the country. Even in a remote grocery, that is available. Or Coke Buddy bottle is there, Pepsi Cola bottle, Buddy bottle is there. All multinational brands are sold all over the world. Right. Therefore, the focus of work or the market is globalized. Arthur C. Clarke predicted this, long ago. Now we are experiencing that. Yeah, due credit should go to him. He wrote about these things long ago. Right. Okay, now we are come to that place. Right. Now the workspace is changing, speedy. Product life cycle is very short now. Right. Then events are very turbulent. We are facing a lot of conflicts, crises, paradoxes, partials, and so on. That's the norm. Right. That's how the forces applicable to the old workplace and new workplace should be understood differently. Yeah. Therefore, as a manager, to be a new manager, definitely you have to identify these possibilities, these forces today. In future, they are, apparently they would bring a lot of new partials, new paradoxes, new problems. Right. Then to be a new manager, you also should know these characters, applicable to the characteristics or features applicable to the modern workplace. Right. Then earlier, you are supposed to manage mostly the physical resources. Now, you are supposed to manage information or knowledge resources, knowledge hubs, knowledge resources. Right. Then the work pattern, work style was very structured, localized. Now you are in a flexible work environment, virtual work environment. Right. Things should be done even with outsourcing, even with using technologies. Earlier we had only virtual classes, but we did lectures, you studied things. Right. That is to give solutions for these forces we are facing. Right. Then when you consider to be a good manager or effective manager in the modern business world, you should consider your employees as not loyal employees, obedient employees. What they should do as you are told. It is over now. Follow me era is over now. Now you are in an era where employees like to make their own decisions because you have to empower them. Mere delegation is not enough. Even think of now children. You are a little bit away from that now. Some younger generation is more with this one. They need more independent. They are more with technologies, modern technologies. Therefore, we can't control their behavior as we did earlier. No? Right. Therefore, as I mentioned, the next workplace would be very challenging us to deal with, managers to deal with. Right. Right. Therefore, appropriately, you have to develop these new management competencies, no, especially the leadership competencies. Right. Earlier, you could only simply use autocratic commanding leadership or task-oriented leadership and to get the task done. Now, only with that you can achieve good results for your division or your organization. Where, as mentioned above, you have to empower, delegate power, empower your subordinates. That is much expected. No, you have to move from individual decision making to the team-based decision making. Right. That is mentioned next. No, therefore you have to do the things not personally only, but in teams, with teams. Right. Then earlier, what are the norms in the business? Competition. Competition was the norm where strategy like red ocean strategy worked well. But now we are in an era where we should consider collaboration. Collaboration with similar organizations and dissimilar organizations, no, is the norm. Where now we should move from using red ocean to blue ocean. Blue ocean. Right. Competition is not the norm. It is irrelevant here. Therefore, you have to collaborate, no, with other similar organization and dissimilar organization to benefit mutually. Even our supermarkets are doing that, no? Say McDonald's pizza, when you go there, you can buy not only the McDonald's products, no? You can buy other products as well, other beverages also. You need not to pay them physically with your cash. It is risky, no? You can use your credit card, debit card, or phone, smart. Because these products are delivered by different organizations, no? These purchase in mobile cash is done by commercial banks or commercial bank or finance companies. The beverages are done by some other companies, like Elephant House, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. But McDonald's does only the co-benefit. It provides only the co-benefit with the burger, potato chips and all. But today, a complex consumer, like buying all these in the single doorstep. Not only that, other facilities also should be given. No, employers like to fund with the family members or with the partner, even with the loan. In a loan, they need to park their vehicles easily, no, with the enough space, with the minimum risk. That also should be another service given, added service given. Right. They much consider about the quality and the reliability of the products they buy. That is also ensured, no. Now. Then they need the environmental safety, security also. For that purpose, the service providers should be able to place CCTV camera, those things, no, to ensure it is less risky. Right. Then a lot of sanitary facilities like full AC, attached bathrooms, all should be given, no, which are highly expected now because customers are going with their kids. Right. There are more female members. That's the trend. Therefore, all the demographical changes should be well addressed by these market teams. No? Therefore, now it's a matter of collaborating. each other with others to give the full package of the product or service to the customers. Now, say the universities and the educational institutions like this, these try to have a lot of MOUs, collaborative activities with other foreign universities, no, or with the industry. Right, that's the trend now. Collaboration is a must. Therefore, I think while you learn, try to use more teamwork here to share knowledge. Yeah, competition is not much invited. Try to collaborate each other. Everybody can pass, no? Can get good passes if you try, if you perform. No cuts. Okay, that's how the two diagrams and two tables and the contents given in them should be understood to know how you should develop your competencies, no, managerial competencies to match with the new workplace, modern workplace. Right. Did you understand the last point also clearly? Therefore, to address this, it's a matter of using these principles appropriately to show, to develop, to help developing your competencies required to the present and future business world. Yeah, change is a must. There's a saying, change or die, no? Change or die. Yeah, everything is changing now. See the result of the football games, no? It is unpredictable. Even cricket games recently we had a match with Afghanistan. I of course predicted, even we can't go for the 50 overs. I predicted it happened. Yeah, therefore I think it's a matter of analyzing, approaching with the one-to-one evaluation. Yeah, so what we did earlier would not happen, would not help us to perform now. Situation to situation, match to match, we have to analyze and approach, no? Systematically. That was nicely done. It seems that was nicely done by the Afghan team here with the first match. Now psychologically they are very up with us, no, compared to our team. But our people are very popular to, show the entertainment, no? Even they will do a good job in the next game. But it is not the way, no? They have to show the consistency to satisfy even spectators, their fans. Then only they can maintain their rank, no, at the top level in the ICC ranking also. Therefore, as we discussed under the importance of management, it is up to balance efficiency, effectiveness as much as possible, always to. Not to take risk unnecessarily. Right. Then with that note, we will finish the handout in this manner. Do you have any other questions or clarifications? Members logged via online, any other questions or clarifications?
No, not for me.
There are about 8-9 members, no? You also should engage in our quiz.
14.
Right. Observing the way it goes physically, and you can easily adapt into that. Okay, then we will stop the handout. Then normally I give some exercises or revision questions after a session. Then you better write down that first. Then after that, we can go up to 12. No, we have only half an hour. My God. Then before giving these exercises, questions, we will finish the quiz. Even this can be reminded and get on the next day from me. But today, I think since we have only half an hour more, we should finish classroom individual quiz. Right. Only one mark can be earned per day. Therefore, at least we have to do this minimum on 10 days to cover the 10 marks allocated for this one. Right, then I will stop this here and we will start the quiz. Right. Then first we will do that with the members gathered here. Then after that we will give the chance for the online members. Then you know your registration number, no? You remember, no? Even online members know the registration number, the last, at least the last 3 digits, like 047, 001, 002. Likewise, no, you know
Yes.
the number, no?
Yes.
It is the attendance also. Should I observe that attendance also while you are telling that? No, no need of, no, you remember, no? Then I will write down the number, then give the chance you to share a small learning point from the today's lesson. Right. That's the task given in this quiz. It is to, done to be done as a revision, feedback session. Right, then what's your number? Sure, no, you are pretty sure. I am not taking your name also. Yeah, then I have to check with the register. This is the first day. Zero? Zero? Right. 0 in for the 038 Sirivardhan is here, no? That is absent also. But we should consider other parts also, no? That is exception, weekend, all are weekend. Yeah, all are weekend, no? What's your name? Kaluarachchi, all right. That is number is a different one. 004. I am asking this last 3 digits. That won't be changing, no? Again, this is the correct one given, no? Then otherwise it takes more time to write down your other characters. Yeah, then your name is Kaluarachchi, no? Then I will take this 004 as your number, right? For today. Yeah, can you share a small learning point? What you learned today from this introduction session on management? You can think of the things from definition to the last slide we discussed, or any other additional things we discussed in the classroom. What's your number? The second one. 006, ne? Jayasuta. All can get prepared for a small explanation. Huh? But each of you should bring new things, not to repeat the one. But if the same thing is explained, it can be explained slightly differently, no? Slightly different. It is allowed. Why you are waiting? Not confident. This is the first day, then I also can tolerate that to a certain level. Can you, are you ready? Second one? Third, what's your number? 1. No. What's the number? 184, ne? Side. What's your number? Next one. Pushpik, no? Pushpika. Should be Pushpika. Your number?
Last page.
Right. Yeah, it is start. It is not that difficult.
And that managers, they require different level of skills. Like top managers, they require concepts like thinking, analytical thinking, and
Okay. She has learned about managerial skills, right? Conceptual, those things. But here, importantly, she knew that senior managers, top managers need more conceptual skills, among other skills. Likewise, a small point can be captured. It should be a new point, no? Even others to know, others to remind. Right then, number 6, 006. What's your learning point? What's that?
how to become a new manager.
Yes.
Thinking, you have to be technical and futures.
Yeah, manager has to be more.
Technical knowledge.
First, he or she should start presenting the personal identity. Right. That's the starting point to move to show the managerial identity. Yeah, that would be a learning point, no? Earlier, you might be undermining having technical skills, but initially you have to have that. Straight away, you can't go there. First, you should be a lawyer or a doctor or an accountant or a machine operator. Then only later you can acquire other skills, other competencies. That is expected from this right activity. Right, third one. 184. Yeah. Okay. Then due to the time limitation on the next day, we will allow you to elaborate. Then you have learned the managerial levels, looking at vertical differences, no? Right, as top managers, middle managers, and lower level managers. You will answer very specifically, yeah? Right. Because the subject name is fundamentals, management fundamentals. Right, 23, you want.
Earlier, we considered talk about competitive advantages.
Yeah, that was also known, no? But you can't, disregard competition. We need competition, then only, no? Businesses will even think of improving quality to compete with others. Right. But earlier, it was the target. Now it is only the basis. Now the target is to collaborate, no? What's 157? Yeah, among the human skills of managers, human skills are also required to develop. But the typical nature of that is all managers need to develop that somewhat equally, similarly. That means creating and developing, maintaining human relations with others. Right. Yeah, what's your number? That is pretty sure. Need not to check, no? 045. 45, no? Fonseca. All right. What's your learning point? Yeah, that is enough. They didn't say that. They said the 3 managerial skills were introduced by Robert Cars. Yeah, that is enough. Yeah, even others can brush up their knowledge, understand with that. On the next day, we can elaborate more. You can elaborate more. Today, there's a time limitation. Right. What's your number? 016. That's it. Samara Singh, no? Right. What's your learning point? I didn't hear properly. Right. How to explain that? Yeah, here to have the proper management, successful management, both the focus on efficiency, effectiveness should be high. It should be maintained at the highest level. That's the best place to understand the role of management. As per the diagram, right? Then I will come here. What's your number? 30, no? Right. Correct, no? Bandara, 030. What's your learning point? That you wanted to explain the lower level managers need to have more technical skills than other skills. What's the reason? Yeah, they are using more use with machines, tools, tasks, operational level tasks, those things. What's your number? 31. Silva. Number 1. Silva, no? D Silva. Yeah. Okay, what's your learning point? Right, that is enough, no? As per Mintzberg, but another could answer in that way. He wanted to say there are among 3 managerial roles, there are 3 major roles, no? Interpersonal, informational, and decision roles of managers. Right, your number? 14. Need to check, no? All right. Sandharuvani, right. What's your answer? Same point, but differently. These are different aspects of performance you want to highlight. Yeah, efficiency, effectiveness, achieving goals, quality of service, products, services, other goals likewise. Yeah, what's your number?
162.
162 came in last. Okay. After us, ne? Yeah, what's the answer?
The products of efficiency and effectiveness both equally paying for the of an organization. Efficiency is planning resources appropriately. Effectiveness is doing the things right.
That's what you should mention. No? Yeah, the first part was already mentioned, but you could say the meaning of efficiency and effectiveness. No? Right. You got the points, no? How to compare the two, how to distinguish to efficiency and effectiveness. Right. Your number? Or the number? First page, Samara? Right. 005 is your number, last digits. What's your learning point? That was mentioned, no, vertical differences. There's another way of identifying types. Can you remember? Horizontal. That's the horizontal differences. Can you give one or two examples of managerial types under that? We had a big list, long list. You wanted to tell about roles, managerial roles. Then it was mentioned, the main headings were mentioned. Now you can select one main heading and give the particular roles. Then we will take interpersonal roles. How many interpersonal roles can be identified? 3. What are those? And liaison. That's a new learning point, no? New explanation. Even others can have a very good understanding about the whole part of the lesson. Right. What's your number? 18. Yeah. What's your answer? Yeah, middle managers need more human skills and moderate conceptual and technical skills. No, right. Moderate, medium. Yeah, your name is Ratnayak, right? Then I will move to the back one. What's your number? 040. 46. Wait. Jai Vikramana. What's your learning point? Right. Definition. How to define?
Process of planning, organization, meeting and organization.
To
enhance.
Right. That is also enough. Right. It's a process, no, of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling different resources efficiently to achieve its goals effectively or in a changing environment. Right. What's your number? 41. Right. Gonalagoda. Yeah, 041. 041. Here mentioned as GLK Gonalagoda. MA Jaya. It is 42. 042.
I learned managerial skills. After the class, there are 3 technical skills. Ability to study human skills to work well with others. That one is technical skills. Being able to understanding and
Even at least you could specifically mention about conceptual skills. You did that, okay, right? What's your number? 0 1 12. Madhuvansha. Right. What's your answer?
Functional managers and line managers, staff managers,
Right. These are some examples for managers with horizontal differences. No. Right. Yeah. What's your number? 7. Piris. Right. What's your learning point? This is about a role. How to be a new manager. That is also required. What's your number? Next one, no? Francisco. Yeah, what's your learning point?
Management in demand. Even though the resources are low, we use them effectively, you would survive. You can both use it effectively and effectively, we would grow.
Right. Both should be achieved, no? At least survival and growth. Yeah, your number? 028. Yeah, what's your answer?
Apply with managerial levels and manager skills. Top level manager higher levels skills and manager levels use human skills and low level manager technical skills.
That means the significance variation can be explained in this manner. But all managers need to develop these 3 skills, no? In the minimum capacity. Right. What's your number? Last one. 0 1 3
0 3 2.
3 2. Paushan. Okay. What's your learning point?
Is individual identity to managerial identity. When it's a managerial identity, we should get things done from the other support from the team, and we should coordinate the team. And we cannot order the net error has been gone, so we should request them to identify multiple tasks. So, and we should solve the problems among the teams. We have coordinate with solutions.
Yeah. Therefore, you have to be much interdependent, not only independent. Right. Then all here. Then we will move to the online members. Sorry, I miss you. Sorry. What's your number? 013. Right. Sorry, sir. You can get ready, right? Online members. There's one student remaining. 13 Pereira, no? What's your answer?
Managerial all and middle and lower. They learn through the working down. But the middle level managers need to have business and when you are doing it, we can practice. Human skills is more important to manage. They are
Yeah.
the coordinated.
A similar thing was explained, trying to present them in a different way. Okay. This time I think try to capture a very new point. Right. The all gathered here, occupied, no? Right. Then we will quickly move to the online members. There are 8, 9, no? We have only 8 minutes remaining. Yeah. Now you know the way of proceeding of this quiz per day. Therefore, then please tell us your registration number, last 3 digits as these set. For example, it can be 0 to 8 or something, right? And give the learning point. Okay, then we'll start from one volunteer, because I can't. Here you can see the members, no? Number 2, all are number 2. Most are number 2. No,
Good morning, sir.
yeah, what's your 38? No?
139.